Disclaimer. This show is not made for kids. While this review is PG and won't reference anything specific in the show, it is not recommended for anyone under the age of 18 to watch the actual show. So viewer discretion advised. Cool, we're good. All right, let's get into the video. This video is 2 weeks late. Sorry about that. Also, this is a mostly spoiler-free review. James Gunn has been one of my favorite modern day directors / screenwriters in recent years because of his ability to dissect random characters and pop culture in compelling ways. This was actually first seen back in 2002 for his screenplay for the live action Scooby-Doo remake, except it was bad, because Scooby-Doo was a bad movie. And I don't think I'm being brave or controversial by saying that. I think when everyone hears me say that Scooby-Doo was a bad movie, they're going to agree with me. No one's going to have another opinion about if it was bad or not. This is definitely a bad movie. But even in that movie, James Gunn had an inkling on what it meant to question and dissect character tropes and dynamics by expanding on why they are the way that they are. He just did it with characters that are already beloved and established and ended up tainting them in the process. So when he does it with more obscure characters, it works better because he actually makes them more compelling people. He did that back in 2014 with Guardians of the Galaxy, expanded upon it in the sequel in 2017. I swear to God, Volume 2 does not get enough love. I need to make a video on that because I think it's a lot better than people give it credit for. Anyway, he did it last year in the Suicide Squad, and in my opinion, he perfected it in the Peacemaker TV show. Oh yeah, he also made Super and all those other movies that I'm gonna list. I haven't watched those movies. God, I'm so mainstream. But hey, if you like reviews of more mainstream content, you should consider subscribing to my channel. Okay, I'm a small content creator that primarily does video essays on video games, movies, and TV shows, and I put in a lot of time writing, recording, and editing my videos to a very small audience of about 42 subscribers at the time of making this video. And while I haven't been as consistent as I wanted to be for reasons I'll get into at the end of the video, I want to do a better job of creating more high quality content at a consistent level by getting feedback from whoever watches this video. So please, I know you've heard this a billion times, but like, comment, and subscribe. It will really help me grow this channel, and thank you for watching this video. I also stream on Twitch, and here's a clip of me being a clown. Be a harder boss. Oh, fuck. Oh, shoot. Oh, no, wait. I take it back. I'm sorry. Oh. All right, anyway, let's get back to blowing. All right.
This is the most obnoxious thing I've ever experienced in my life.
All right, back to the video. Enough plugging my stuff. Peacemaker is kind of a hard show to describe, but I'm going to try to anyway. It's kind of a spy espionage thriller mixed with black comedy and sci-fi elements. Think the early seasons of Archer, you know, before it lost its way. Peacemaker is unique though because it tells an entirely original story of a group of wacky but extremely flawed characters put in a situation that nobody wants to be in, but on their journey learn to become better people and genuine friends along the way. Wait a minute. The most developed character is the main character, Christopher Smith, or Peacemaker. Now, Chris himself is not a guy that a lot of people like, both in and out of universe.
Y'all picked literally the most unlikable character from Suicide Squad and gave him a show.
Due to his delusional goal of keeping peace, no matter how many men, women, or children he has to kill to do it. A goal that he has been called out for both in the Suicide Squad and this TV show as an excuse to kill people. It also doesn't help that he's a huge a-hole to most people. The whole point of the show is to answer how Chris came to this belief and how much he actually believes in it. And guys, when I tell you that the reason why Peacemaker is so messed up and why he has all these messed up beliefs is so unique and subversive. Like, I don't even know how James Gunn came up with it. He's never done anything like this before. Because the reason why Chris is the way that he is because of his daddy issues. Oh, wait a minute. He did that 3 times in Guardians of the Galaxy. And also he did that in the Suicide Squad 2. Shoot. Well, okay, those two things are movies. This is a TV show, right? So he has more time to develop those relationships and explore that relationship in a show because it has more episodes and stuff like that. So boom roasted. I don't know. I'm tired and I need to get this video over with. Chris's father, August Smith, is worse than the Scooby-Doo movie. August Smith is a racist, homophobic sociopath who thinks anyone who's not a straight white male is subhuman. Now, one can argue that he was put in this show to make Peacemaker look better in comparison because not a lot of people on Twitter wanted him to have his own show.
I cannot fucking believe you did a series with a squared-faced robot emoji not watching.
But his role is also important in explaining why Peacemaker is so messed up. The show makes it very apparent that Peacemaker is a huge stick to pretty much everybody, but deep down, he does want to establish long-lasting relationships with people. He just doesn't understand that being a jerk to everyone is what pushes them away. His dad is heavily implied to be the reason why Chris interacts with people so harshly because of how harsh and toxic his dad interacts with him. Chris's dad is also a supervillain known as the White Dragon, who I can only describe as racist Iron Man, and has a vast supply of equipment to give to Chris to aid him on his quest for peace. Now, Chris knows and understands how badly he is treated by his dad, but he needs to keep him around because August is Chris's main supplier and also the only family he has right now. And on top of that, Chris struggles with making new friends. Chris's past is a reoccurring element of the show, as he's constantly haunted by his actions from his distant past and even recent social interactions. A scene in the premiere episode that shows the depth of Chris's character was when he was crying about how he doesn't understand why people don't like him. It shows not only how sad, lonely, and kind of pathetic Chris is, but it also shows how he's deeply troubled by the kind of person he is and doesn't really understand how to change. It was a character moment that I've never seen for a main character in a superhero show that makes it stand out from others. And watching him grow and learn that he can be more than what his past defines him as was a beautiful thing to witness. While the other characters aren't as defined as Chris, every character goes through some sort of development by the end of the season. You got Emily Harcourt, a returning Harcourt. You got Emily Harcourt, a returner from the Suicide Squad movie, and a woman disillusioned by the cruelties of the espionage world, and starts off the series not caring about people. But as she sees Chris's growth and development as a person, she realizes that not everyone is as black and white as they appear to be. Clemson Murr, the leader of this group who has an extremely murky, dark past, wants to actually make an effort to connect with people to make up for it. Akamos, another returner from the Suicide Squad movie, is probably the most insecure of the group, but learns to open up to his peers as the series continues. And then you have Vigilante. He's just kind of here to make jokes, but hey, he's pretty funny for entertaining, you know. Got a chuckle or two out of me. Adebayo is the newest to this espionage lifestyle and the second main character of the show, who has a very similar character arc to Chris. Her mother is Amanda Waller, who, you know, she ain't as bad as the White Dragon, but she definitely is far from a saint. While her relationship with her mother is not nearly as toxic, Adebayo is hired by her mother to join this group as her eyes and ears, and is pressured to do morally questionable things to make ends meet. She's also very different from her mother. She's kind and caring and is the only person in the group who truly empathizes with Chris. So her arc involves her choosing to either make these morally great choices like manipulating Chris or being true to herself. So much love and care was put into almost every detail of the show. Even the main villains are a compelling subversion of a tried and true trope in sci-fi media. You can tell that this show wasn't made just to add more content on HBO Max, unlike this competition, but was a show purely made out of the love and passion of James Gunn. And Peacemaker being a show instead of a movie gives it more room to explore its themes and characters than James Gunn's other projects. It's also not perfect, and I think there are other better superhero shows out there, particularly The Boys and Invincible. I mean, both those shows pretty much subverted the already overcluttered superhero genre, so it's hard to beat those shows. But Peacemaker isn't necessarily trying to be a subversive show, it just tries to be a good one. And it's unfortunate that it had to come out between two heavy-hitter popular shows, but if you haven't seen Peacemaker, I highly encourage you to watch it. It is one of the best things on HBO Max right now. Also, Smiling Friends is another really good show on HBO Max. You should watch Smiling Friends, it's really good. You should watch Smiling Friends. It's made by these two YouTubers, Zach Haddle, and I can't remember the Australian guy's name, but and the animation is really good. It's very funny, very witty. I also like how it tries to be very positive instead of being very negative, like other really good adult comedies like BoJack Horseman and Rick and
This
Morty.
is the most obnoxious thing I've ever experienced in my life.
Ain't no mountain high enough.
Wow, hey, thanks for making it to the end of the video. Wow, good job, I guess. But I don't know why I said that. Seriously though, thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If you've been on the channel for a while, it was about hopefully 40 of you guys. It's been a minute since I've uploaded anything, and that's because of school, work, and life. But I want to try to get more consistent. These type of videos that you just watched, like these video essays, these should be out hopefully once a month. I'll try to stick to that as much as I can, but I also want to try to do more unscripted, loose videos, like the Batman review that I released earlier this week. I want to try to do more of those consistently, so hopefully expect a review of Turning Red on Friday. Thank you for watching. I have to edit this video, part of the video out now. You guys have a good day. Bye.